Hi guys, and welcome to Finish It Friday. So here are our pieces from Wednesday. This is the pale papaya that's 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. This is the fresh freesia where we went in a 4th border here and we did the cuts. We did the 4 cuts. Now when we cut it, it was that way. I'm flipping it over this way to finish it. And then we have our piece of basic white that is 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. We also have this card, which is balmy blue. That's 4 1/4 by 11. Again, this is our fresh freesia. This we left the 1/2 inch border and we made an extra cut. So we did 5 lines versus 4. And then when you have the 1/2 inch cut, it works better if you have a basic white that is 4 1/4 by 3. So what we're going to do is we're going to weave this in and out because every little cut is different. And once you get it under there, you may decide you want more or less of a border. Now, I think that looks good, so I'm not going to worry about cutting that white anymore. On this one, we're going to use Simply Fabulous. And I have my printer going, so hopefully it won't tell me I'm out of ink or anything. So I am going to go ahead. I'm going to figure out kind of where that is. You can kind of see this is the area that's going to be behind that braid. So let me go ahead and bring out my piercing mat. And I'm going to go ahead and lay this out. Let's see. And I know it's kind of like that. And then I'm going to put my extra, oops, I have to put that upside down. So like that, we'll put my little extra flowers on there. All right, so let me line that up so it looks kind of how I want it. Go ahead and get a bigger block. I'm going to line it up to the bottom of my card. Pick those 2 up. All right, let's go ahead and ink those. So I'm going to ink them with, I'm going to use Gorgeous Grape for the letters, and I'm going to use Pear Pizzazz for the stems. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. I want to get down to that stem though. All right, let me cover that up. And let me do that saying in the Gorgeous Grape. So it's a little bit of a darker in color than what my cardstock is. Let me go up there. All right, so let's go ahead. Line it up and press it down. I'm not going to put too much pressure on this edge because I did have ink there. And I'm hoping it looks like I had some finishing still on that. So hopefully that stamps off pretty good. All right, we're going to leave it like that. Then we're going to come back. Let me set this over here out of the way. Then we're going to come back with those little flower buds. Oh, where are we at? Here we are. So here's these little flower buds. And as you can see, those are going to be like that. Yes, I think that looks pretty good. You could use the individuals if you wanted to. I'm just going to use that. So let's go ahead and grab a block there. And I'm going to do those in the pale papaya. Oh, which I already have over here somewhere. Let me find it. Oh my goodness. I have stamp pads all over my desk. All right, so we're just going to kind of line that up pretty close. And then underneath here, underneath here, I'm going to put just a bunch of the actual overall flowers, because you're going to see them throughout the lacing. So let me grab another another block. Let me go like this. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to take my block. I'm going to put some different colors on there. So I'm going to put gorgeous grape on half of that. I'm going to put pale papaya. Now you don't want to get these too close to one another, because you don't want to get your stamp pad. But we're going to be moving it around, so we're going to be okay on it. And then I'm going to use pumpkin pie. Oh my gosh. It always makes me nervous when they don't want to open up that good. And again, see, I'm not doing it, so I'm not going to muddy my pad. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll just kind of go on there. We'll kind of move it around so we get a little bit of all the colors. And then we'll come back and we're just going to, oh, I didn't get very good on. This is a newer stamp set. I bought it for this when the sale was going on. So I haven't had time to rub these, apparently, on my brown paper sack to make sure that all that processing is gone. All right, let's go ahead. Oops. All right, and let's go ahead and just, because these are going to just be a little bit of a background that you're going to see through. All right. Doesn't look very pretty, but watch what happens when you put it under here like this. See how lovely that looks? All right, so the best thing to use on this is your glue dots. Let me pull it through so another one comes out. And then I just like going up under here and putting a glue dot under each of the corners that's still showing. And let me pull it out for one more. Oh, and I did get a question about this, well, a few videos ago, quite a few videos ago. All I've done here is I've taken the lid off of that, cut it up pretty much, put a piece of cardstock there to add, so it'll hold onto this. And I have this upside down. Most people pull it out this way. I have it upside down, so when it comes up, I can see that new glue dot coming up here. And then when we get to the point where these have all been used, you just rip it away, and it's still underneath there. All right. I do have a glue dot right there, though, that I missed, apparently. So I'm just going to put them back there for now. All right, so let's go ahead, take your lid off, and let's run our stamp and seal all across there and put it on here. You could pop it up if you want. And there you go. Lovely little card. And let's see, where's my, here they are. Let's put some of these on there. These are the iridescent. All right. These bigger ones never seem to like me. All right, so let's go ahead and put one there. Put some of the smaller ones here. Let's put another one under here. And then because I have some smudges on there, I'm going to go ahead and put just a few more on to cover up those smudges. You never can have too much bling. there you go. So there's the first one. This is the one using where we use the 1/2 inch border. All right. Let's go ahead and do this one now. Throw that away. On this one, I'm actually going to go in here first to see if I need to trim it all. And this is where the difference is. If you do an odd amount of cuts, you're going to see that corner. What I mean by that is, see how, I'm sorry, if you have even amount of cuts, you're going to see that corner. Because you're going to go under, over, under, over. So then you'll see that corner. If you have odd amount, it will tuck underneath there. Now, by putting this in here, I can see that I really don't like how short that is there, how small of a border that is. So I'm just going to put it in and I'm going to trim it real quick. Oh my gosh, I have so much stuff sitting on top of my cutter over here. All right, so I'm just going to take off a little tiny bit and see how I like it. So now let's go ahead and go over, under, over, up. All right, that looks a little bit better. I like that a little bit better. So up here, I'm going to, let's see, I'm using this, the Sunshine. Celebrate Sunflowers. So let's go ahead. I think I'm going to put a couple leaves up there. So let's go ahead, get the leaves out, get my pear pizzazz, get another block. I'll close that up for now. Oh. So let's just go ahead and put some leaves coming out from underneath that. Look at that leaf. This is such a beautiful leaf. All right. There we go. Oh, my sleeves are... I had to pull out all my new, my long sleeve shirts because it's gotten quite cool here in the Chicagoland area. All right, look how that looks. That looks great. So now I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to do the sunflower in Memento. I do have some cut out. Oh, maybe I'll stamp and put that over. Yeah, let's look at that. See, I had some of these already stamped out. Let's see how. That might even work good like that because that'll hold. I think I'm going to do it that way. Let's see how this looks going over top. No, I don't think. You have to look for that 3 at the top. That's why I have it marked on it. Okay, maybe I'm going to, yeah, I think I'm just going to tape this on there. That's so nice. Now, if you want to, though, you could take your sunflower and stamp it on there. But I think I'm going to do it like this. Let's see how that looks. If it's too far off the edge. Oh no, that looks great. Look at that. I think I like it like that. I'm going to put, you know what? I'm going to leave that like that because that's where I'm going to put my little accents. Okay, so originally I thought I was going to go ahead and see, I have this to show where it lines up for the stamp and the dies. Sorry. I think I still probably have the mark. Oh, I don't. I usually have a black mark to show where it lines up. Okay, so let's put those away. But you could have stamped this on there and colored it in, which I was going to do. I was going to color it in with the blends. I had them all ready to go. But let's do it this way. I like that. All right. So then we're going to go ahead, again, put this down. Oh, there, I finally did run out of that one. I will change that before video time tomorrow for the weekend. let's go ahead and put that. I kind of like how it falls off the edge there. That looks very pretty. And then I'm going to come back with the pastel pearls, I think. Even though they're not matchy-matchy, I kind of like. Put one there. Put one there. And I'm going to stick with that color, I think. Put one there. Now there are some little sayings. I'm wondering how this one will look. I think I'm going to risk it. I'm going to risk trying to stamp it even though it's already put down. I think, oh my gosh, my desk. I should take this camera down and just show you what a mess my desk is right now. Oh. I'm going to go a little over that leaf. Oh, that's so very pretty. Okay. All right. So there are the two we just created. How much fun. All right. Let me see. I have to see. I'm going to show you the inspiration where it came from. This was a swap I did for convention many, many years ago. And I mean, the tape is really bad on this. You don't use much adhesive at all. But as you can see, I did little words in there. So that was my inspiration as I went through some of my stamp swaps, and I found hundreds of them, believe me. I thought, oh, I love that. So here's the two we just did. Now, on these examples, I didn't do any with designer paper, but you could. You could use designer paper for this layer or for this layer and add on again. So here's the two we just did. Let me show you the other ones we did. Because I told you I was going to use the Penguin Pals. I decided to do this here. Can you see it says, I like you a lot. It's like a little, except a lot. And I did the torn paper technique to do like a little sky. And then these are the, I think they're called Snowflake Accents out of the July to December mini. I did this one here. This is, I don't use hostess sets very often, but this is a hostess set. And then I use that iridescent ribbon that's in the July to December to outline it there. And did Versamark right there on that. And then I did this one here using Art Gallery. And I did the words actually on the little strips that came through. So as you can see, I've done one in each of the corners. So there's one in each of the corners, and then this extra one. Like I said, I was going to use the designer paper, but I wanted to get this recorded before I left for Iowa. That way you would have your Finish It Friday video. All right, guys. Hope you like this design. You could also do this, you know, this way. I just happen to not to. And this is off center on purpose because my one little cut was off here. So I thought we'll just make it a little off center. So there you are. Hope you enjoyed this week's Watch It Wednesday, Finish It Friday. And I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully, for another video. Alrighty. Bye-bye.